What is going on, NCK Destler813 here, and welcome to a video that I haven't done in a long time. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's not like I said aren't, but I do hope you are. It's been fine over here. Thank you. How are you? No, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't do really anything at all for holidays as of recent, but it's been fairly busy, but it's really died down with the work and everything, and everything that I have to do. So now I have a bit more time. I'm gonna be getting more videos out, hopefully to you guys. I know I did that mini marathon Black Ops 2 not too long ago, so hopefully I'll keep in this thing I'm in, this video making feeling. But today we are going to do an analysis of the new Call of Duty trailer. This is huge news, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I am pretty much fanboying over this thing because I love Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty, and I'm not one of those people who, if you love one, you can't love the. I love Call of Duty. I love Halo. I love Battlefield. I love Dead Rising. I love really any game that deserves to be loved. So, like when it comes down to people telling me, oh, it's gonna be so bad. Well, A, it's a matter of opinion. And B, if you look at the trailer the way I do, I think it really does look very appealing. But we're gonna do an in-depth analysis. I'm gonna keep the sound off because I'm gonna hopefully not get copyrighted for this video. If it does, then this video would never go up. And I'm just talking to myself right now. But if it didn't, and if it's still up, and hopefully it is, um, then yeah, we're just gonna look at this, and I'm gonna do my best to analyze this. Sorry. And yeah, this is my thoughts on, which I haven't done in a long time, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So obviously, it's in very early stages, so it wouldn't have a rating yet. All right, right here. Right here is where this strikes me, like the first image. If you notice on the back of him, um, I don't. This has nothing to do really with the game itself, but already I was able to tell first time watching this. This is gonna be some sort of technological. Am I saying rather technologically advanced game because the backing of it. Well, first of all, look at the exoskeleton suit. I mean, it's all wires and steel and cables and everything. So I mean, that's a dead giveaway. But also with the fact that the back of it reminds me of Mass Effect with the white and red triangle. Um, so like already you can tell. All right, this is gonna be some sort of advanced game where it's in the future. Right here, this is interesting. This reminds me a bit of Homefront, which I'm doing a playthrough of right now. If you haven't started watching that, you probably you might want to because it's a very good campaign story. But this struck me as kind of shocking because it almost looks like some sort of prison, but they look like civilians. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure if it's like an actual prison or if it's some sort of, like civilian keeping out thing. I don't know. Now, considering the sign and top says restricted area, authorized personnel only, I'm gonna take a guess and say it is a prison. But it just strikes me as weird that like that guy right there in the plaid, he's not in a suit or anything, and of course you have these guys with the Pip-Boy looking things. Right here you have the new, I'm gonna say, helicopter, which it's, I mean, it looks like seeing a Vulture from, not Vulture, yeah, Vulture I think it is, from Black Ops 2. Um, no, not Vulture. I don't know, the big ships from Black Ops 2 with the two propellers, and the one in the back. Um, so obviously they've had some sort of interconnecting with the art style. Right here's where the graphics started to strike me as amazing. Like, just look at this for Call of Duty. Remember, this is Call of Duty, right? And then right here, right when they show that guy, it just strikes me as amazing. You go from Call of Duty Ghosts to this, which is like singing Battlefield 4 style. Now this struck me. I can't get a better picture, but this is kind of significant to me. Atlas. It says Atlas on his, I guess you would say his like almost ballistic vest looking thing. I don't know. I was drawing blank with that. So I'm not sure if like their thing is called Atlas or what's going on there. And remember back from Mass Effect, you had the Atlas. I'm just saying. But the weird thing is, I know that if you pre-order this game in time, You get the personalization packs, which you get a camo, the background, the patch, the emblem, yada yada yada. But it also says Sentinel. It's like the Sentinel patch, the Sentinel camo. So what I'm thinking is that it's, again, obviously it's gonna be two armies, but I think it's gonna be Atlas versus Sentinels. Now of course Sentinels can be some sort of faction of the faction. I don't know, but those are two things to keep in mind. Right there, you saw the plane go pretty much invisible, so that was kind of big. Right there, you had the guy cancel it down. Right there. So now we know that the suits are automated. Right here's just. I think this is really nice of them to just include some regular gunfighting there. And this jump right here. This jump is pretty much Titanfall, comparable. You can compare this jump to Titanfall's massive, like double jumping, where you jump again once you're already midair, and then you can slide on walls or something. So, if they do, and a lot of people are talking about this, integrating a lot of this stuff into multiplayer might be an issue. Yeah, at the same time, it might be a blessing to go from, the everyday Call of Duty to something that's really never been done before, where you're not just a soldier anymore. Now you're some sort of Captain America style super soldier. So if they do end up adding this jump thing, they might, I think that would be, a perk, because I think all the soldiers are going to have the exoskeleton in multiplayer, but in order to have the jumping abilities and some things that they're going to show on later in the video, I think those will be perks that you can put onto the exoskeletons. I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point. So you can see that right there. He landed perfectly fine, no issues. So that's kind of like resilience from Ghosts or Commando Pro. Right here, that's obviously part of the story. Those guys look like ODSTs. Then you have the President of the United States, apparently. And here, if I could actually go back here, just to show you guys, how I said earlier about the prison, you could tell that either this is some sort of mine or prison, because I don't know many places every day where you'll get people in plaid. There was a guy in plaid in the prison from earlier, and yet you also get people in orange suits, and obviously orange suits are always the prisoners. So I'm thinking that, a good bit of this trailer has to do with possibly what could be like the first couple missions where you're learning about the story and you're, going into a prison. So I think that's gonna have to do with something. You gotta have that awesome thing right there. Oh, right there. Hold on. Did I get it? Yeah. This site. Alright, this site interests me. I've never seen a site ever in pretty much almost any game that I can think of where it's the same site twice layering over each other, but they're two different. I don't know how. I mean, I'm guessing that's some sort of magnifying sight, because as you can see there, he's pointing at the person, and you can see in the sight the head looks like the back of the helmet. So obviously it's a magnifying sight, but the way the style looks, it almost looks like one of those tracker sights, just really bigger from Ghosts. So I'm guessing like it does some sort of like sweep, kind of like the tracker sight. So that's something to keep in mind on this. Alright, I'll get those later. I thought that was a part. Oh, right here. This is another thing that a lot of people are scared about for multiplayer. They don't want, and I agree with them, I'm on this train right here. They should not be adding in the camoing, or whatever you want to call it, to multiplayer. As you see right here, this guy goes singing Predator. And, obviously we already have an issue with camping. So if you're doing this, kind of like, alright, well, what's the point of playing the game if I can just rank up by getting kills and, sitting in a corner without risking anything? So I hope that, they figure out a way to make this one not entirely, noob usable. This right here struck me as kind of familiar almost. That's horrible. Oh, okay, it looks like an alien on the right. But this struck me as weird where, okay. Here we go. It struck me as weird, whatever. It struck me as weird where you throw a grenade, and it makes a radar pulse almost for you, and it shows where everyone is, because obviously that's what it did. The only thing I can think of is the EMP grenade, but even from Black Ops 2, but even then that doesn't do almost anything of the sort of that, because obviously the EMP grenade just disabled any electronics and made people go haywire with their electronics, but at the same time it kind of gave away the position in a weird way, when you know what I mean. But that's the sole purpose, and it also changes I don't know, it's gonna be It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be interesting. See how that works. Right here, that huge jump, obviously. This I'm impressed with. Can I get a good shot of that? If you guys have never heard of Mirror's Edge, it's just a parkour game. But the graphics from Mirror's Edge, it's also a PC game. And that's why the graphics are amazing in that game, even though it's from like I think in 2009, and they are making a sequel, by the way. But this reminded me of it right here, just with the graphics. Like this is probably the most impressive part of the entire thing when you're talking graphics wise. And the fact that he ripped off the hood of the stinking vehicle and ripped out the driver and threw him against. That's unreal. Like, so you obviously have some sort of super strength there. And who doesn't love a good bridge collapsing Call of Duty? That guy died. So, you know, I mean, thank God they have the bridge back because it would just not be Call of Duty without it. So here, that was fairly important. This is like a mech suit, and this is like pretty much the exoskeleton that we've been seeing just on steroids. I mean, look at this thing. It's pretty much a mechanical Hulk. So, what I think they're gonna do is have this some sort of reward, kind of like how we have with the Maniac, the Juggernaut, the Michael Myers, and Fog, the Predator, and Ruins. I think that's what they're gonna do here. You have to earn this in multiplayer because I do see this being a multiplayer, but you have to earn it through a certain way. And you know, like I'm guessing it'll be also where your health doesn't regen because you're in metal. Like, do you really need your health to regenerate when you're metal? So, I think that's gonna be something. Right here, just real quick, machine gun pulls out, fires, thinking Titanfall right there. So then they're trying to avoid dying on the bridge. Dragonfire looking things, people storming the bridge some more. That's cool, but that's you know like everyday stuff, I guess you could say. This is I don't know what to say about this. What this guy has is apparently two gloves that he is able to walk on walls with them. Now one thing that you should notice is he's obviously not holding a gun. So as he's climbing this wall, he's not being able to hold a gun. So I do see this being a multiplayer, but only has like almost an add-on, and by add-on I mean like a perk almost. And when you use it, you can't bring out a gun, and you have to only climb the wall. And I've heard people say that you know, this wall looks very different from others. So you'll only be able to climb a certain ones. I don't see it being the case. I think that's just a coincidence that we got this very metallic looking wall. So I see that happening. The hover bikes, I am in love with these things. I cannot wait for this game. And when I saw the hover bikes in the trailer, I go, I need it. I need it. I need this game. This looks amazing. You know, that's all. So this is pretty much, if you haven't already got, you know, guessed it, and if you haven't already gotten through your head, the hover bike should pretty much tell you this is in the future. So now I'm gonna say at least like 10 to 20 years, kind of like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, into the future, where you know we don't know where technology is going right now, and this is fair play basically. That is a drone pretty much. That's cool. That is pretty much I guess you could say a stretchable riot shield, but you can't move with it. So what he does here, and I'll rewind it just a little bit. He's able to take it out from, you know, near his bag, put one pole onto the ground, drag it over, place it down, and that stops all the bullets. So that's, I can also see that being some sort of streak reward or whatever you want in multiplayer. And then we're getting close to the end here, and this is where it starts picking up. You know, you have the ships again. Look at those graphics, though. You know, the buildings, obviously some sort of destructibility. You know, water now, finally. You have the hover bikes. Oh, the hover bikes have guns, that's right. You have, you know, the jumping again. You have this AA turret thing looking thing, I guess, you know, shooting ships. This guy's running with a spotlight. Power changes everything. So, with all this said, and kudos, I mean, seriously, Sledgehammer Games, you have absolutely stunned, I think, a lot of people that deserve to be stunned. So, what do I think? Well, after doing, and when I say minimal, I mean pretty much minimal, but after doing some research on Sledgehammer Games, if you guys already know, in Modern Warfare 3, they had helped with that game, but only to a certain degree, where they helped. I think it's I think they only helped out with the multiplayer, and that's all they did. Where you know, like they just helped out with multiplayer, and they were the main company on it. But now this is their, I believe this is their very first standalone game. So it's the very first standalone game. All right, it's been 3 years since the last one, which was with Infinity Ward Modern Warfare 3, where they only helped out with the multiplayer pretty much. It's the first Call of Duty specifically pretty much meant for Xbox One. It is a Call of Duty that has blown me away with, I mean, I get a lot of people getting sick of the future, but, I mean, between the hover bikes, the mechs, this does not feel like Call of Duty to me. This does not feel like Call of Duty at all. It feels like a mixture of, like Halo, Titanfall. You've got, obviously, Call of Duty. You've got, like, almost a feeling of Skyrim, where it's, like, so much originality in this with all the things we saw between, the pull-out mech suit machine gun and the hover bikes. I mean, that is unbelievable. So it gives it, and even the graphics, like, the graphics, I cannot understand how this is Call of Duty, honestly, after all this that we've seen. Um, and, and I just, this is definitely, they were founded in 2009 with just about 200 employees. The only game that they have made is Modern Warfare 3, and even then, they barely worked on it. So for the very first standalone game, for the very first Call of Duty on Xbox One, for the very first Call of Duty with this, you know, expectation level from people, I think they're delivering. I really do. I really do think that this is going to be a very, very good Call of Duty. Possibly the best one we've had since even stinking Modern Warfare, like the original Modern Warfare. I see that being, the trademark thing for them. Now, how do I think it will compare to Ghosts? I think, again, this is going to be the best Call of Duty since Modern Warfare. The original. Just because of, like, the graphics, which a lot of gamers always give heck to Call of Duty about, oh, they just copy and paste the graphics, and every year they get a little better, but, compared to... Shut up, alright? I'm sorry, but you can't judge a game based on the graphics. You can't judge a game based on who's making it. And these graphics look amazing, all right. But obviously, the graphics do not make the game. They definitely don't hurt though, especially when you have that sort of trailer. Um, I'll post a link in the trailer in the description below, so you can go check that out if you want. But overall, what do I think of the game? I think it's gonna be beautiful. I really am looking forward to this. I'm gonna pre-order it ASAP. I want to rock that camo, the tags, the everything about that personalization thing when you pre-order it looks amazing. Just looks beautiful. Um, and just yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I have high expectations for you, Sledgehammer Games. And if you don't deliver, good luck with singing Advanced Warfare 2. If that's what the next one will be. Obviously, so far, past 3 singing series, so it seems like it's been. But so yeah, overall, my thoughts on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is that it's going to be amazing. Better be amazing. Very well done for the first of many things for this Call of Duty series and Sledgehammer Enterprises, or whatever you want to call them. I'm looking forward to it, and I do recommend that you guys, at least if you're thinking to yourself, you didn't help me at all, Death Star, and you didn't, if anything, you maybe not want to buy it more, at least listen to some other people. Listen to some other people do an analysis of the trailer, or do some sort of breakdown, because trust me, this is my first time actually doing that, and I'm not exactly impressed by myself either. But, if you're still not sold, go ahead, check out other people. Don't be so close-minded. And if you're still, then you have a reason to be. So, no. But until then, just think about this. Think about it. Think about how great that looked. At first, I didn't know what I was looking at because I didn't see the title. And then when I saw the title, Call of Duty, when I looked at the title of the video itself, I was shocked because I just couldn't get over it. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Sorry if I rambled a bit, but I've wanted to do my thoughts on for a while now, and it was nice to get back into this. I hope this goes up fine. I think it will. I'm doing everything in my power to get this through. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hate asking this, but if you could, please leave a like and favorite. It shows me that you guys are listening and you're enjoying the content I'm giving out. It just gives me more drive to be a better YouTuber and be better with this stuff. Because then it, shows me that people actually care about what I'm doing. And that's really something that I've always appreciated from you guys, and I do have to thank you so much. I'm right around 90 subscribers, and honestly, sure, I've been doing this for years, so that's really low, but at the same time, I started this out because I wanted to just post videos and not give, a single care whenever it came to haters, and so yeah, I just really thank you guys so much. So please make sure, leave a like and favorite. It really shows me your support. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to part of the NCK, the best family, best crew on YouTube. Because we don't care about haters. We don't care about trolls. The non-caring crew. We could care less if you hate. But when it comes to family, when it comes to family, friends and family, when it comes to the family that we have and people around YouTube that deserve us and our appreciation, or those that need help, we're there. We're first in line. We're Earth's first defense of YouTube. YouTube's first defense. There we go. That's our new motto. YouTube's first defense. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. And please have a very good day. Talk to you guys later. Bye.